I'm gonna be real raw and honest. Like, I'm not gonna like sugarcoat anything. I didn't go back to work and I left my baby dad. Before I make myself look dumpy, I need this channel to be monetized because, girl, I'm not making myself look stupid for free. Hey chismosas y chismosos, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me even though I have nowhere to go. I just want to give you guys a life update while doing my makeup. I'm just going to start off with my eyebrows, and as you can tell, like, my eyebrows are not even. This one is like more thinner. I could see like some hairs growing up here. I don't know what to do because I make my eyebrows like this. Like, I always make this one higher than, and this one more straight and that one more up. I think it's just because I'm right-handed and naturally I want to go up, and then with this one I just naturally want to go straight. If I'm seeing like lopsided. I got this for Christmas, but this is from Anastasia. I like it because it has this thing, but girl, like, who knows how much this is, and it barely has any product. So you guys already know I have like my main Cheesemate account. I made the channel because I wanted to do makeup videos and like story time videos, and then I don't know why, like, it just so happens that the channel ended up turning into like a Cheesemate page, and then so like that's what my subscribers there like. It's just like, you know, Cheesemate stuff, like drama. They want to know about the tea, and yeah, so that's just what that channel turned into. So I was also thinking like maybe I should stop posting my personal stuff on that channel and just make a separate channel, because I just need to keep the two things separate. And there was a time when I thought like I could just post everything all in one channel, but then I realized like people don't want that. Like, there's some people that only want to see Cheesemate, and there's some people that would like to know about my personal life, the stories I have to tell, what I've been through, and then they might not want to, like, the new people that I could bring in with my life videos, they might not be into that drama stuff. Like, they might not care about Blueface and Krishan. So I was like, I think it would just be better if I keep like the drama in my personal life separate. So that's why like I started my second channel, which is, yeah, Mel's Cheesemate. I don't know, maybe like should I change the name of that channel? I don't know. I just didn't know what to name it, so that's what it ended up being called. Don't know how YouTubers like are YouTubers, because it feels so uncomfortable to like get on a camera and like share your whole life. Like, I want to, but then at the same time there's like this other feeling, like on another side I'm thinking about like now people are gonna know my business. There's one side of me that doesn't care because I want to share, I want to let this all out. There's other people that just watch you because they're like preying on your downfall, and they're like haters, and I don't know, like that's what I'm scared of. It's just like the haters. But whenever I get hate on like the Cheesemate page, like they just basically say like, oh, you can't read, or late news or whatever, and that doesn't get to me because I'm like, they don't know me, so like they're only coming to my channel and spreading hate because they feel bad about themselves. But then it's like, what if I tell them something stupid that I did, and then they're like coming at me in the comments for it? Because girl, I'm gonna be real raw and honest. Like, I'm not gonna like sugarcoat anything. I'm gonna tell you guys the things that have happened to me and the things that I've done too. Like, I'm not just gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect. So that's something that I am like nervous about. Like, I haven't done like messed up things, but obviously, like, you know, like when somebody's like like hurting you or like being a bad person. I've been saying that I want to get on this channel, and I want this channel to be monetized. That way, I mean, I want this channel to be, girl, I can't even talk because I'm like nervous for no reason. Like, I swear, like, just, I swear, like, talking to the camera is the same as like getting in on stage when you're doing like a talent show. It feels like stage fright. It's the same feeling that you get when you're doing like a presentation at school and you need to like get in front of everybody. Like, I just get so nervous that I forget what I'm going to say. Like, it feels like people are watching me even though nobody's watching me. I think it's just the thought of like when I post it, there's gonna be people watching me. You guys already know that I want to do like narcissist story times about like my freaking toxic ex from high school. And then I did the fake friends series on my main channel, but I think I want to like download those videos and move them to this channel. That way like I could just delete all of my personal stuff from the Cheesemate channel and just like keep everything separate and like, I don't know, somewhat professional. I do feel like I need help, like I need a manager, but I wouldn't know how to get one and I don't trust a lot of people. Do my eyebrows look even? I'm putting some lotion on my face that has SPF on it. I'm waiting to be monetized on this channel, and I don't know how I'm expecting to be monetized if I never post. So that's why I'm starting with this life update. So first, my very first video was like of me doing like a Q&A with my mom, because I want you guys to get to know everything. For you guys to get to know me, you guys need to know a little bit of what my mom is like. So I did a Q&A with her, and then I'm gonna, I don't know, girl, I'm still trying to figure it out. But before I do the really juicy story time videos of me with my toxic ex and like my whole life story and personal stuff with me and my siblings and family members and things that are gonna make me look stupid, before I make myself look dumpy, I need this channel to be monetized, because girl, I'm not making myself look stupid for free. Like, if I'm gonna be stupid and telling people that I'm stupid, like it's not even that I was stupid, like, you guys will understand. Like, it was a type of relationship where you feel like you can't escape. Like, no matter how bad someone treats you, like, there's just those types of relationships that no matter how bad a person treats you, like, you literally feel like you can never escape. And like, I even started having nightmares that like somebody kept, when I was in this relationship, I would have nightmares that that somebody was chasing me and was trying to get me, and I was trying to run away, and no matter how fast I was running or how long I was running, they were always like right behind me, and like they just wouldn't stop chasing me. And that's exactly how I felt in my relationship. Like, I felt like no matter how hard I tried to leave, like, this person was like still there. So I just used this e.l.f. foundation in shade beige. And these are the Jaclyn Hill cosmetic brushes that it was a collaboration with Morphe like 2 or 3 years ago. like probably like, I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know. I have short-term memory loss. I can't remember anything. What? What? Would you like some water? Okay. Some water. It's not about the pasta. It's not about the pasta.
I told you I had a bite of her pasta and then the whole thing was devoured, and that's what you
Why
go
is it
off
about
on.
the damn pasta? Get over the damn pasta. Read between the f***ing lines. It ain't about the pasta.
It's not about the pasta. It's not about the pasta. It's not about the pasta.
I don't know if I've already said this before in a video, but I was watching like Vanderpump Rules. Him saying it's not about the pasta. Like he kept repeating that over and over and over, and it just lives rent-free in my mind. And after all of these years, take this Lunar Beauty blush palette. I don't know why I feel like when people do like that, the blush style where they do it right here like that, it looks like a W. It makes people look young, like it makes them look like a teenager, and I'm like, it looks cute on you, but on me I would look dumb because I have a big old nose. Like it only looks cute on like those people that have a button noses. Yeah, I never have money anymore after having kids. So now I just buy cheap stuff. Unless this channel pops off and you guys want me to review something specific. But yeah, this channel is going to be like makeup, story times, my trauma, and I don't know what else, but it should be fun. Oh, and then I also want to do like podcast style type of video sometimes, like me chilling on the couch with the microphone and just talking about some topics. Okay, let's just get into the life update, or else I'll be talking about nothing forever. So what's new with me? Everything's probably new because I don't really talk about myself that much, because I feel like people on my other channel, they're just there for the chisme, and then if I talk, I feel like people are gonna be like, girl, shut up about yourself and get to the point of the chisme. So, but there have been some people, surprisingly, that they say they do care about me. So that's why I'm making this channel. And then also, like, I also want to do this. I want to have like different things that I do. Like, I don't want to just limit myself to that gossip chisme channel, because I like a lot of things, and I want to be able to do makeup stuff and share my life and not just be like in a box, because that could give me like burnout, and I notice I do get burnout a lot. That's why there's times that like I'm like, okay, I got my motivation back and I'm posting like almost every day, and then I'll be like ghost for like 2 weeks, and then I'm like, I need a balance. Like I need to go back and forth with doing stuff, but I want to get paid with all of the things I do. Like I want to have like multiple, I don't know, I feel like with the Chisme channel, it won't give me like opportunities. Like if I do this channel and really stick to it, which is what I wanted to do in the beginning anyways, this channel will give me more opportunities. Like it's more like ad friendly, so YouTube will pay me more. Like, girl, over there at the Chisme channel, like I could be making decent money with the views that I get. Like not like hella, because obviously I don't get like thousands and thousands, like hundreds of thousands of views. I get like 1,000 to 30,000 with like the makeup videos, and like just like not so, I don't know what to describe it, like, you know, like the blue face crowd and the no jumper crowd. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just not ad friendly. So if I go into more like lifestyle and like makeup and stuff, like that could give me more like that's more ad friendly, so YouTube will pay me more, but then I could eventually start getting like sponsors too. And I'm gonna use my bare necessities palette that is ruined, because look at them kids, girl. Never have kids. If you don't have kids, maybe you should think twice about if you're ready, because I love taking care of people and my kids, but girl, they be getting into everything. And it's like impossible to like, people are always like judging, like, oh, why don't, like, if anything happens, like if they get into my makeup or get into something else, they're like, oh, well, that's why you should watch them. And it's like, bitch, like, you really think that I'm not watching my kids? But it's impossible to have your eyes on them like 24/7. Like, what if we're all in the room and then the second I go outside just to get the laundry to bring it back into the room, in like a split second, they can like literally like do things they're not supposed to. Or like, what if I'm taking a shower and I just want to relax? Girl, like, that's why when I had my first kid, I'm over here talking about random stuff. Like, this is supposed to be a life update. Okay, let me just get into like the life update this time for real. Girl, this is why I'm not a YouTuber. This is why when I tried the first time, it didn't work out for me. Tell me why this kid snatched my palette and was like messing around with it behind me. I forgot to put on some highlighter. People in my family are gonna be like, what did you do today? Why do you have your makeup done? Because, girl, I never do my makeup. So they're gonna be like, what did you do today? You did your makeup for no reason? Okay, life update. Something that's been really bugging me lately is people asking me, when are you gonna go back to work? What do you want to do with your life? When are you gonna go back to work? What kind of job are you gonna get? And okay, this is the life update, because if you guys don't know, I was working at a grocery store, like literally getting paid minimum wage. Because before I was working at the grocery store, I was working at this place where you do loans, and that place was super stressful. Like, I want to do a story time about that too, because I have some poop to talk, some smack to talk. I was getting paid like way more than like minimum wage. Like, at the time, minimum wage was $11 and I was getting paid $16.30. So I was dealing with a bunch of like BS from my manager and from just that company, because I was like, where else am I gonna go? Like, where else am I gonna get a job that pays me this much? I'm just gonna tell you guys like the shorter story, because I do want to do like a full like in-depth video story time about my experience at that place. So I don't know why they randomly decided that they needed to, like, you know, that they couldn't afford to like have the little employees that they had. So they were like shutting some offices down. They only had one office in like a few cities, but they were closing some offices down. So they kind of asked me like if I wanted to, at the time I was pregnant, so they asked me if I wanted to like quit. It was all just really shady, because they were trying to convince me that since the company was reducing everybody's hours and like full-time employees weren't gonna be having that much work, that I can go on unemployment. But the district manager told me that to go on unemployment I have to quit. And then he literally like made me sign papers saying that I was quitting, and then I applied for unemployment, and then they denied me for unemployment because I quit. And mind you, like, why would I think that my district manager is lying to me? Like, why would I think like, oh, he just wants me to quit so the company doesn't pay me unemployment? Like, that wasn't running through my mind that they're trying to like bamboozle me or like trick me or something like that, you know. But I appealed the unemployment thing, and the district manager didn't even show up to court. So the judge like literally just gave me the, you know, like he gave me the unemployment and was like, they're in the wrong because they told you you have to quit to get unemployment. And in reality, if you're a full-time employee and they cut some hours, you can already just apply, and then unemployment pays you the difference of what your employer's not paying you, if that makes sense. So yeah, they just tried to get one over me and they lost. After like my baby was old enough for me to go back to work, which is this one right here that's over here trying to get my makeup. She's the baby that I had in 2020. After she was old enough for me to go back to work, I just kind of made that decision that like I don't want to like look into a job that's gonna be a career, because I don't know like what I want to do with my life. Like, I didn't want a stressful job. I didn't want to work at the bank doing loans. I didn't want to work at offices. I didn't want to work like as a receptionist. I wanted to have like an easy job, because I go through postpartum depression, and then with postpartum and stress, like that was gonna be too much for me. So I know myself like very well, so I just decided like I need like an easy job. And like I know it's embarrassing for a lot of people to be like, oh, like me, I'm like a manager at like Wells Fargo, and then randomly going to work at McDonald's. Like, it shouldn't be embarrassing. I just knew that with me having 2 kids at the time, and me already going through like postpartum, I don't know, it's just so weird to explain, because I love to make my own money, but I love being home to spend time with my kids, and I love to just be a family with them and like experience like every single milestone. So I didn't want a job that was going to require like my life, like, oh, you can't take a day off because your kid is sick, because we need you, you're the only employee, so we need you here. Like, if I was to call out, like it would have been like a big deal for everybody, and it would have affected everybody. Like, that was too much on my plate. So then I just decided, like, girl, I'm gonna work as a cashier at a grocery store, and I don't care. Like, there was people telling me like, you're gonna work at a grocery store for minimum wage for part-time. So I felt like I was getting a lot of side eye from family members and friends, that instead of going to look for a job at a bank doing loans, that I was gonna go work at a grocery store. And I don't know, I just feel like judged by like society. But people need to understand, like, life isn't about having like a job that makes you look like you got your stuff together. I'm not like like I'm not meant to work for someone else like that. I don't know, like I just can't explain it. Like, I can't be in a place that's so stressful for me, especially when I already have kids at home and like they're my priority, and I'm going through like postpartum depression, and I'm already like stressed out, like, I don't know, just stressed out with life and responsibilities and bills. And even though, and then by this time, a new law passed. So by this time, I worked at that place for 2 years. So then minimum wage went up to $15. So by the time that I was working at the grocery store, minimum wage was 15 and the grocery store hired me for 16.25. So I was getting paid the same amount that I was getting paid like at the loan place. So I was like, to me it's like, why would I? And in the 2 years that I was working there, they only gave me like a 30-cent raise, girl, because I started out at $16 and they gave me like a 30-cent raise. And then so I was like, why would I want to go? I don't know. I just felt like it was just the best decision for me to go work at a grocery store as a cashier, where I could come in, clock in, do my job, and clock out, and not have to stress about anything. Like, it's an easy job. Like, it doesn't require that much. So for the same pay, why would I I don't know, like, why not? Like, I don't know. Yeah, so then and then while I was working there, I ended up having my third baby. And then after I had my third baby, I didn't go back to work because I started making money on YouTube. On YouTube, I make $1,000 a month, and that gets me by. Like, there is times where like I don't have money. So that's been kind of like annoying that people have been asking me like, oh, when are you gonna go back to work? And I get annoyed because they don't see like YouTube as a real job. Like, no, I feel like nobody's really supportive, and I feel like I can't ask people like, hey, like, I'm gonna make a YouTube video, can you watch the kids for me? Because I feel like I'll get like a side eye, or I don't know. Either way, like, I don't have that many people to ask. Like, I can ask the kid's dad, or I could ask the grandfather, paternal grandfather, or I could ask my mom. But my mom lives 30 minutes away. She doesn't drive. I feel like it would just be such a hassle. It would be such a hassle to drive 30 minutes. I feel like I didn't do them even. Like, see, I go straight and then I go up for this one, but whatever. I don't care. Nobody will notice, right? Nobody in real life will notice, because I don't think anybody's gonna be staring at me like that. But yeah, it's such a hassle to drive 30 minutes to get her, and then 30 minutes back. That's literally a whole hour. And then to bring her here to watch my kids, and then to drop her off. Like, I feel like that's like 2 hours wasted that I could have been doing like chores, or I could have been doing something else. So then I just don't ask for help. And then my baby daddy's always like working, and then when he gets off of like work, he does like what every guy does and says he's tired, or he doesn't, or like, I'm sure you guys, if you're a mom, these videos come up where the dad is like watching the kid, but then the kids are still like running amok and like screaming, and then people like, it's just, it doesn't make sense, because I'll be in the next room and you can still hear the kids like screaming and fighting and arguing, and then people are gonna be like, girl, like, what's going on with your kids in the background? But I don't know, it's just like hard to like balance everything. That's why I kind of haven't really been posting on both channels. Yeah, I feel like I just have way too much to juggle, and there was like so much more like personal stuff that I wanted to get into, but I ran out of time because I already have to leave in like 10 minutes to go pick up my daughter. So I don't know if it's like a sign that I shouldn't bring it up. But so now that I've been staying home, I feel like it's like hard to manage everything, because another life update is that that I don't live with my kid's dad. that's something I wanted to get into, but I'm like running out of time. Because like I said, like I feel like he didn't really take my YouTube thing serious, and then I would ask him like if he could watch the kids so I could like make a video. I wanted my videos to be more professional, and I don't want the kids like screaming and fighting in the background, and people are gonna think like, oh, you're making videos and you're not watching your kids, but in reality there's a whole nother like adult watching them, and he's just like letting them like run amok. So I don't know, like it's just hard. And then I was also like, I was the one being like responsible for everything, like making sure. So even like when we were like together, like I would be paying my own bills. I would be buying like everything for the kids and the food, and I felt like I wasn't getting enough help with the kids. Like he didn't watch them. I feel like we weren't like on the same page with like parenting, which is something that like I didn't know was a thing until I had kids. Like there's some people that are like, oh well, you should have thought about that before you had kids. And then I'm like, girl, you really think that like you don't know what parenting is like until you go through it. And it's like the same thing with like other situations. Like you'll never know what something is until you're in it. Because like I'm not like over here, oh, I randomly get pregnant. I'm not thinking about like, oh, are we gonna parent the same? Like I don't know, like there's just certain things that you don't think about like when you're planning to have kids, or if you randomly get pregnant and decide to keep the kids. Like that's something that I never thought would be a problem. Like when I first got pregnant, I just assumed that like I was very like old school, like the man works, even though like I've always had a job my whole life and I've always provided for myself. But I assumed that like it was back in the day. Like I was thinking like old school stuff, like, oh well, he doesn't have to change diapers because guys don't do that. Like if he didn't help me like with anything, I kind of just like didn't think anything of it. And then so I basically kind of like did everything for like our first kid on my own. Never asked him for anything. He kind of just like, yeah, I just never like asked him for anything. And then once we had like our second kid, I was asking him for more help. And I think that was like my mistake, because he's like, I already got him used to like not helping me. So then I have another kid and I'm helping him. I mean, I'm asking him for help and he doesn't know how to help me. And then I'm getting like annoyed. I'm getting like annoyed with him because I feel like, you know, like you're the dad, like you should know how to help me and do more. And like I feel like I had to like basically beg him to help me with certain things. Like I was going crazy at home, going through like postpartum, and then I'm also doing all of the house chores by myself. And I don't know, I was just going through it, and I feel like he just also didn't know how to help me with my mental health, and that's something that like that I didn't like, because I don't know, I just feel like he wasn't like sensitive and like supportive. Like I don't know, like I feel like it's like the same thing that I'm saying. It's like he's never like had kids, and well, he's never like birthed kids, and like his hormones didn't change, so how would he know how I feel? But at the same time, like I feel like he didn't give me like the comfort or like reassurance that I needed. So I feel like I felt like I couldn't come to him and express like what I was going through, and that's something that's like important to me. Like I need to be able to feel like I could talk to you, and even if you don't understand, like make me feel safe. But I found myself like having to beg him, like, can you please take the kids on Saturday to your mom's house? Like, get them out of the house, bro. Like, I'm with them like Monday through Sunday, and I can't catch up on chores if I'm watching them like 24/7. Like, I felt like my chores were never ending and I was going nuts. Like, I don't know, I just felt like with me doing YouTube and like filming videos, that takes a lot of time to make videos. And then me like having to be out of the house and like entertain the kids and take them to the park, and we can be at the park for 1 to 3 hours. And yeah, like, I don't know, like I just felt like there wasn't enough time in the day for me to take care of everything all by myself. So then one day I was just like, bro, like, peace out. Like, I'm basically doing this by myself, so I might as well be by myself. Yeah, so that's 2 life updates, that like I didn't go back to work, and then I can basically like take care of myself, like stay home with my kids. I don't have to pay a babysitter, thankfully, because of you guys that watch my videos. Like, I am so freaking grateful for you guys that I don't have to go to work. I could stay home and take care of my chores and take care of my kids and get paid by you guys like watching my videos. So yeah, like I didn't go back to work, and I left my baby dad. Let me know what your experience has been like, because girl, like every single one of my friends have told me that they've been through the same thing, that they literally have resentment towards their baby daddy because they don't help. And I'm like, girl, like, I'm so blessed that I'm able to like just be on my own. And I don't make a lot of money. Like I said, I only make $1,000 on YouTube because I can't post as much as I want to, because I'm taking care of them and taking care of my chores and my household. And I don't have like anybody to help me watch the kids. But my mom said that, you know, like if I want to like drive over there, like she could help me. So I'm gonna try to post on this channel more. I'm not gonna get paid on this channel, so please subscribe and support this channel so I could get paid. But yeah, I have to make a part 2 because I need to leave. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. There's more crazy stuff that I want to get into that's been, yeah, it's just crazy stuff that I need to update you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like the video, make sure to subscribe, comment for engagement, and share the video to help me out. Love you guys. Bye.